Hello and welcome to another part of my Gnar guide, and today we're going to do a VOD review for Nasus and laning against Nasus, and a few general tips and tricks for playing Gnar. So as I get this set up here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the items that you start against Nasus. Nasus tends to build sustain against you. He's either going to go with Corrupting Potion or a Cloth 4-pot start. Generally, against Nasus, you want to go either Doran's and 1 pot, Doran's Blade in 1 pot, or Longsword and 3 pots. And I go Longsword 3 pot. Most of the time, you want to go Longsword 3 pot just because you get more sustain and you can creep more, tank more creep damage. But here we are. I'm going into the jungle, and this is where you want to stand as a top laner to protect your jungle from invades. You don't want to stand in a bush because, like that bush down there, typically they'll go for it first. They'll try and get whoever's trying to chill in that bush, and the bushes don't give you very good vision anyway. This bush is terrible vision, and if they, especially since they have Blitzcrank on their team, Blitzcrank will always try and hook over the walls or from the bushes. So standing there, you're vulnerable to getting pulled over the wall, and if you do, you have no escape path. Here, if you're standing in this bush and they don't pull you, you still only have basically 1 escape path, which is out the back. If they come around the bottom there, you are pretty much screwed. You either have to flash over that wall right there, or you go around, since your path is going to be blocked up here in the front. So if you stand out here where I have Gnar right now, you are much safer. You're farther away. If they come up from the river, from this area, Blitzhook won't reach that far, so he'll either have to flash forward, and you'll have time to react. You'll have more escape paths. You can go over that wall, or you can go towards mid lane, and you'll be next to a tower. So here, I'm walking back towards lane, and I see Nasus. He's farming, and a lot of people will panic here. Oh no, Nasus is getting free farm, but no, this is exactly what I want to have happen. I want him to push the wave. And here, I've got all my minions intact, so I'm going to get all of the farm here. But as you can see, he's got a minion advantage. So this is going to naturally push towards me. And Nasus is very vulnerable if he's pushed up. And most of the time, you never want to be pushed up as Nasus if you're like less than level 6, just because you have no way to get out. So here, he's pushing the wave. He's getting some farm, but he doesn't typically get a whole lot of farm from early in the game. He gets it mainly once he gets his CDR and his items. So I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna farm. I don't ever want to just randomly attack the minions or use Qs into minion waves. Here I use a Q on Nasus just because he's by himself and it's not gonna hit any of the other minions. But in other cases, you just want to auto attack him. And right now, he's already losing out on trades, even though I'm not really going in for all-in fights. The wave is building up. Bot lane just died, but that's alright. I see him try and go for that cannon minion, so I want to stop him. I want to use whatever I can to stop him from getting the cannon minions, since those are worth 2 siphoning strike stacks. And if you don't know anything about Nasus, Nasus gets more powerful as the game goes on by getting last hits with his Q ability, which scales infinitely. He gets more damage every time he gets a last hit on it. So if he last hits a minion, he gets extra 3 damage, and that keeps going on until he's so powerful that you can't fight him. So here, I make a little bit of a mistake by not trimming the wave correctly and controlling the wave, so I'm going to actually miss farm here. You don't want it to hit your tower like it is right now. You just want to freeze it outside of the tower range as close as possible, but not actually hitting it, so that you can make it slow. You can just basically stand in front of the minions and zone him away. I'm going to ward down here, over here, because it's a safer ward, and to protect my jungle. Warwick, he's probably not going to gank me, but he might go counter jungle, so I want to help my jungler out by placing a ward in the tri-bush. And I don't want to go all the way down, because it's 4 minutes into the game right now. So it is possible that I could get ganked, and if I go for a river ward, I might end up getting ganked down here if I place a ward down there in the river. So I just placed a nice safe ward in the tri-bush to help my jungler out, since I want to stay near my tower anyway. I'm not really going to be playing aggressively. But Blitz tries to go for a smart play there and go after the arcane shift. They end up getting a kill anyway because Thresh is playing way too aggressively. But that was a smart move actually by Blitzcrank. I know he whiffed. It looked like he whiffed the hook, but he basically he was trying to use it to zone out Israel since they were playing it way too far up anyway. They get both of the kills, so it's fine. Okay, so here Nasus is playing up too far, and let me actually just scoot this back just a little bit so you can see this. But essentially, Nasus is fighting up here. The wave is building up, and I know that it's going to hit his tower soon. He's going to be able to free farm it. So what I want to do is I want to fight him, chunk him down as much as possible, preferably have him fight me in the minion wave while this huge wave is here. This is going to take a ton of damage. And as you can see here, I try and force a fight, I chunk him down, he tries to fight back, and the minions just decimate him. They start going after him, he gets chunked super hard, and now the minion wave, it's hitting his tower, he's going to lose farm. I'm also going to be healthier than him, so I can poke him down more, and I'm going to be able to zone him under tower, where normally Nasus would be able to easily farm under tower, but in this case, since I have chunked him down, I have basically another zoning advantage because I have kill potential under his tower now that he's so low, and so he's going to miss some farm in this way. So I'm going to continue to play the clip, and here you can see I don't have any wards out, which is very dangerous, so I'm going to go ward that. Plus I am taking some tower shots, so I was kind of got a little bit low, but here we are, we're chunking Nasus out. Now he's going to have to use mana to farm, and he missed quite a bit there. We're already, it's 5 minutes in the game, we're 10 CS up already, and even though the rest of the team's doing bad, I know that we have a chance. Let's see if this guy actually gets the kill here. I don't remember if he does or not. He should have this, actually. Never mind. Never mind. At least he got executed, but bot lane is dying again, so that's not good. Okay, so I see this potential fight here. I know he's low. I wait for him to flash before I use my ulti. Ulti under the wall. I actually flashed right here just to stop him from, basically to creep block him, but with my own body, and to secure the kill. I know I probably didn't have to, but I didn't want that kill to go away, so I used flash to secure the kill and guarantee it so that I would get an even bigger farm advantage and a bigger experience advantage. And the experience advantage is the main thing. I want to have that experience advantage over Nasus. I don't care if I miss, even if it's even in farm. If I have a even farm advantage, then, or an even experience advantage, then I will be able to fight him better in lane than if I just had some arbitrary farm advantage or something. So here I'm going to start building Frozen Mallet, and this item is, it's single-handedly like the best item pretty much to build against Nasus as far as a one-item power spike. Because Nasus's biggest weakness outside of cutting his sustain is just generally he's really vulnerable to CC and getting kited. So any way to like pretty much lock him down or slow him down is going to be the best way. Here there's a fight in mid lane, and you can see there was a 2-level advantage. So I don't know what Kassadin was doing there. It was more like a 1.5 level advantage, but either way, he was down in levels. He had a minion wave advantage, but level advantage is so much stronger in a solo lane. That's typically why a solo laner is there. More experience, they scale better with levels, and also solo farm. So here we are, back up into top lane, and I have the wave where I want it. It's a little bit far forward. That's alright. I'm not sure where Nasus is. I don't have any wards. So I'm clearing the wave a little bit just so that I can be able to go and ward the Tribush. And I also have a little bit of an item advantage, so I'm just kind of zoning in here. I want to do a little bit of damage here to chunk him out, but I don't want to go too deep because I need a ward. I know I need a ward, so I'm going to drop a ward here. I drop a pink ward because, and you want to drop it as far away into that Tribush as possible so that they have to go in the riskiest spot possible to clear that ward out. But here I see a gank coming, so I'm going to run away, and I see that he ults in the tower advantage, so I'm going to use the tower as a second mana and basically 2v2 this. I expect to be able to just trade 1v1. I think I'm going to die here, but Warwick wasn't able to get another auto attack off. And even if he did, he wouldn't have been able to kill me because my pot was ticking. So I'm actually able to survive that and come out massively ahead with 2 kills, which is exactly what I needed there. And I see that bot lane's low, so after I buy, I'm watching this lane. I know that bot lane's low, and I see Caitlyn's low, and I'm just eyeing for a good teleport opportunity here, because I want to turn bot lane around, and I know how fed Caitlyn is. So here, I expect not to be able to get anything done because they end up killing what I think is going to be both of them. But I see that Caitlyn's going super deep, so I end up teleporting here because I know I can get at least 1 kill out of this. And Nasus, I won't be able to do anything to Nasus right now because it's pushing towards his tower. So I'm going to go bot lane. And I do end up getting the kill here. I hopped too far forward. I wanted to hop into the bush because I expected her to go out of the bush, so that would have put me in a better position, but she ended up not doing what I thought she would, so I ended up bouncing farther. But here, I see Kassadin moving up, and we get another kill. I get one there on the Blitzcrank, so I know no one's here down in the bot lane. They're both dead. And I do see Fizz, but he's a lower level than I am. And also, Kassadin has great maneuverability, so we go in and we 2v2 this, and I end up getting him with 3rd proc on my W plus the pop damage, and that's another kill. So immediately, I see Warwick come in from the side, and I wait for him to ult before I use my ult. That way I guarantee he'll be stuck in one place. That's Warwick's weakness, is that when he ulties, he is stuck in one place and he cannot do anything. So I wasn't able to save my mid laner, but we do get the kill. Caitlyn's down here. I clear the ward out, and she gets hit by a hook, which is extremely good. I ended up slowing her before that so that could happen. I hop out, and since I have red buff and I know that Graves went top lane, that I can stay down here. Top lane's gonna be fine. I don't need to get any farm from there. I have red buff, which shreds towers insanely well. So by using this red buff, I can help our team get a huge advantage back just from chunking down the tower and make it easier for them later, and I end up going back. Here's another fight that happens up top lane. I expect Graves to lose this, simply because he's an AD carry and Nasus typically wrecks them with Wither. But he is a caster, and he turns it around. He dodges out some of Nasus' damage and ends up killing him. But I'm confident that even if Graves dies, that he'll be able to chunk out Nasus enough to where Nasus has to go back, and I can still make it back up to the top lane. I don't have to worry about the tower being taken or anything like that, since Warwick died bot lane, and he's probably not going to go up there. Here is a bad play by our mid laner. He thought he had it with how much he chunked him down, but he didn't take Fizz's ulti into account or any of his cooldowns, because pretty much the mid laner blew all his cooldowns here. So I have some wards. I've got the upgraded trinket at this point, so I am pretty confident that I can fight Nasus here. I can place a distant ward without getting into a dangerous spot. And the wave's getting pretty big here up in the top lane, so I see that they're forcing something bot lane, but there's not a whole lot I can do. So I try my best here to try and kill Nasus, or at least chunk him out where he can't farm this huge. Because the wave's gonna push in my advantage, and I want to trim it so that it doesn't hit my tower. But since I chunked him out so hard, I can actually just split the wave and make it even. I do see Nasus down, or not Nasus, Warwick down here, and I know I can 1v1 him because he's down 2 levels. And I'm up so many items, so I bait him here by clearing out that ward. He tries to go in it, and I don't know why he thought that clearing that ward would be the best option, but then he tries to go back in for some reason, and he ends up dying, and I do get another kill, so I have quite a large gold advantage for top lane, and I have quite the advantage in levels now. Down in bot, there's a fight going on, but I can't do anything. I've got teleport down. I see our mid laner creeping up here, so I know that there's a fight that I can force here, and we can get this kill. I am pretty tanky, so I can tank this tower for Kassadin so we can get the kill. Easy dive there, very well executed, and then we get out, and I'm able to take the tower. Kassadin's going to clear the wave up here in the front, and I'm fine with that. most people will be like, ah, don't touch the wave, but we need this back wave here to hit the tower. That's the most important thing, is for this wave to hit the tower without the minions. But here's Fizz. He comes up. I know that he just used his troll hole to get in, and I'm taking up to tank the tower, so I just go ahead and straight up try and kill him. If we have this huge wave here, I'm gonna stand up here and try and take this tower and at least get something out of this. I see pressure down bot, so I don't think that Caitlyn's gonna come up, but Caitlyn does end up coming up, and this is probably the worst thing that could happen here, is I traded a tower for a kill, because I had 10 kills. I had that was full shutdown gold that I just gave to the strongest member of their team, who is also has 10 kills and scales the hardest. So that was the worst thing that could have happened. I could have backed off, let the wave sit there. We could have gotten the tower later. It was a top outer tower, which are top outer towers are pretty much worthless. There's not really any objectives up there, especially at this point in the game. You can't really get anything off the top except for another tower. But here's a fight. I see that they come up here and they pretty much just squash Caitlyn. And after this happened, I told my team, look, I know Caitlyn's fed, because they were complaining a lot about how bot lane was going and how we should forfeit and things like that. But the main thing you want to do in this case, especially if I have I'm quite ahead as well, I told them, look, no matter how far ahead Caitlyn is still extremely easy to kill. She can have as much gold in the world and all of the items in the world, but she's still going to be extremely easy to kill, and we're still in this game. And I didn't tell them what to do, I just reassured them that we have a chance still. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to tell your team. I'm going to go back a little bit here because I want to show that I did put a ward down here, because I saw that Warwick or Thresh was moving over here, and I saw Warwick, but I wanted to make sure and to clear this out. We see these people down in mid, and so we go straight for the Rift Herald, because we know that they pretty much can't fight us at this point. We saw the mid lane, they were clearing that out, and we have the vision control. Warwick comes in, and I want to show another thing here. Warwick comes in and tries to steal this, and instead of us trying to kill it and secure it, we know that our jungler is way far off, and so the best thing to do is to back off of the Rift Herald. Let me go back a little bit farther. Back off the Rift Herald, since we know we can't kill it, and just kill the jungler first, and then take the objective. So here I'm gonna pause it. 3,000 gold. We're not gonna be able to burst that down. No way. But Warwick is easy to burst down. He's got 1,000 health, and our jungler's way far away. So we're gonna burst this 1,200 health, 1,250 health guy. I've got full rage bar, so I know we can turn this fight. We're gonna just stop attacking Rift Herald, kill the jungler, and let me go play this. And he gets locked down pretty easily. Mega Gnar under the wall to get the kill, and then we take the Rift Herald. Easy peasy. We see him down at the dragon, and now I know at this point that we're not going to be able to take the dragon. We might be able to steal it with an Ezreal ult or something, but likely not going to be able to steal it, or yeah, get there in time. Graves almost gets there, but he's not quite there, so I see Caitlyn coming over here, and I try to stop her, but then Fizz comes from the side. He doesn't quite see me immediately, so we made a bad mistake. I'm very strong. I flashed forward just to get this kill, and the reason that was so important was by getting the kills on their two carries, or at least pushing them out. Here's Caitlyn again. I know we can get the kill. I zone her with the boomerang, so she can't go that way, so she's only got one path now. Just that one ability helped zone for the rest of the team. And I take the tower. With both of their carries down, they can't defend this mid lane. If they were low and they backed, then they would be full health quickly, and they'd be able to defend this. But by flashing forward and killing Fizz, and then killing Caitlyn, we are pretty confident where we can pressure this, and we can at least chunk it down quite a bit. We wouldn't be able to do any of this if their carries were up. Fizz is back up now, so we have to be careful. I do get hooked, but I'm pretty strong. I'm gonna hop out. I actually dodged the Q from Fizz. That was not on purpose. I guess I could say it was, but I see that we have pressure bot lane. I was going to go back here, but I see pressure bot, so I want to pressure 2 objectives at once, because that's the best way to get an objective, is to have a win-win situation go on. So Graves is bot lane. Right now he's 2v1ing. He does get 1 kill. I do see the rest of the team go in for Caitlyn. I know that Kate's gonna die. I don't think that I can get anything mid lane since Warwick's there, so I just go back and buy. And at this point, I have 2 very, very strong items. I just go straight bruiser, straight damage. I get Black Cleaver and Frozen Mallet. Those 2 items, you would think that having one would be too much. You know, because, oh, you already got the slow, you don't need the speed boost, or you already have the speed boost, you don't need the slow, but they synergize so well from having the ability, pretty much no one can get away from you. With just Frozen Mallet, some people can get away from you. With just the Rage passive from Cleaver, people can get away. But with both of these, there's no chance. And at this point, I was going to build Executioner's Calling, but I decided to go for a Chain Vest and get some armor, because I want survivability against Caitlyn. Now, Caitlyn is very strong still. She's got 11 kills, still moving towards her second item, and I do want to kill her here. I know that going top lane's got a huge wave, but I don't care about that wave right now. I'm really far ahead. I don't need to worry about it. Ez is there anyway. We need to go for the easiest objective right now, which is going to be bot lane. We can go and try and get top lane tower, which is the same distance, but killing a top laner is so much harder than killing the squishy AD carry. And the AD carries tend to play very farm heavy, so I do see here, I ping for my team to come, and they do end up coming, and bot lane gets caught out here. This is exactly the best situation that we could have was that the bot lane died, and they also moved toward mid lane while the mid lane was pushing up, so we're actually able to pressure 2 objectives instead of just bot lane here. And so Graves is going to get the bot tower. We see Fizz up top, so we know that he's not going to be mid lane anytime soon. So we're going to take both of these objectives while Nasus takes the outer top tower. We got 2 towers off this plus inhib. Nasus is getting a worthless outer tower, which is worth nothing at this point in the game. Baron is up, so it is worth a little bit, but it's the top towers, for the most part, you don't worry about defending the outers. The inners are a little bit more important, a lot more important, but the outers, you don't have to worry about, especially if you're going to trade a tower and it's going to be a better tower than theirs. So Nasus has to back here. Because even if he split pushes, his team is quite far behind. I hit a Q here, so we're able to go in on Caitlyn. Easy tower tanking here, and we're gonna go kill Fizz as well, help save Graves from imminent death. And Nasus, here's Nasus now. He's coming in late. He wants to get something done. A low Graves, but we're just gonna CC him up. That's Nasus' biggest weakness. Gonna stop him, gonna throw out a Q, pick up a kill, and we're on our way to the next tower. Mid lane is pushing up by itself with this the super minion wave, so we can easily go after this. Plus their carries are both down, their top lane is down, Warwick can't do anything. And Ezreal's up in the top lane, he's pushing that, so that will come in handy later. I get pulled, but I don't try and go for the kill. I just try and go for this objective here, because I know that their mid laner and their AD carry just came up. Obviously, Caitlyn just came up right there. So even though we have the numbers advantage right now, don't have the health advantage. Caitlyn gets hooked, so I go in for this. I'm gonna flash out, but I'm gonna flash in response just to get that last hit on there and get the kill. And then we get another kill here, but we still don't want to play too far forward, because Fizz is up and he can still assassinate. Graves is low, so we're gonna back out here and get our items, heal up. Graves will pick up this before he goes back, steal away some of their jungle. And then right now we've got 2 inhibs, and they can't really do anything against us. Those 2 inhibs being down are huge advantage for us, because they're going to be pushing and threatening these 2 towers. Fizz here is in a dangerous spot. He made a mistake by going in, gets the kill, and Caitlyn goes in for. He actually stops to just. He just kind of. Oh man, I'm gonna die here, but he actually survives. But I want to show you a little thing that happened here because you noticed I went back, and now I'm top lane suddenly. I want to show you exactly why I ended up going top lane. I teleport top lane. I see Ezreal pushing it, and it's gonna hit his tower, but I know Nasus is there, and Nasus can still 1v1 Ezreal. So I TP to stop the wave and to help it build up so I can take this tower, and then I tank, basically zoning Nasus here, and I play up to help protect Ezreal. There's more members of the team. I also see that we're getting pressure from the super minions, so I teleport here. But let me pause this. Here's something that you want to do against Blitzcrank. Most people walk in a straight line. You can use this to your advantage. I know that exactly where it's going to go. So you want to walk in a straight line and then jump to the right immediately. You want to just go right over. Easy way to dodge Blitzcrank hooks. Walk in a straight line and know in your head, anticipate that I know that the hook's going to come out, and if by walking in a predictable way, you can make his hook predictable and then dodge it. So that's the best way that you can dodge Blitzcrank hooks. People are trying to run away and, oh, I gotta get out of range, but it's not about getting out of range. It's simply about knowing when his hook's gonna come out and then dodging it when it does. And you can do that by making it predictable, walking in a straight line on purpose. Just know that you're gonna have your finger on the trigger to either click and walk immediately to the left or the right when he does throw out his hook, or to just use your ability and then jump it out of the way. So you don't necessarily need a gap closer. You just need boots or some sort of movement speed so you can walk immediately 90 degrees away from the hook. But pretty much the game's over right here. I turned around a game that most people would have said is lost. My whole team said it was lost, but by utilizing the advantage against Nasus and overall map movements, we're able to take the game into our advantage and win a game here in the end. So there's my VOD for Nasus. Thanks for watching, and I hope to do some more game VODs soon.